Hi, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see from the title of the video, this is gonna be a little bit different. Today I'm gonna be talking about my breastfeeding journey. I am currently 8 months in. I'm just here to kind of tell my story and help out anybody out there that is in need of advice. If you're interested in this video, keep on watching. If you are not a mom, if you're not planning on breastfeeding, if you're not interested in what I'm about to talk about, just go ahead and exit out of the video, because all I'm gonna be talking about throughout this video is breastfeeding. Okay, so first I want to start off this video on a good positive note. So first I'm gonna start off talking about tips that help me that could help you. The thing is that nowadays I feel like breastfeeding is not as common and people really look down on it. It can make it a little bit harder on us that are breastfeeding or are planning on breastfeeding. Just want to put that out there. I'm gonna go in with these tips, like I said, just so that we can start this off on good vibes. Something that really helped me is having a good support system, and I feel like that was really a big part of me going through my breastfeeding journey. Because if you have somebody bringing you down, talking down on you because you are breastfeeding, that is just gonna make your journey so much harder. And yes, so girl, you want to make your point from the very beginning and be like, I'm gonna breastfeed this child, you cannot tell me otherwise, I don't care about your opinion. So you can either do that, or if you have a good support system from the very beginning, good for you. Because it's super important for me. In my case, my husband, he still supports me till now. If anything, I'm the one that complains sometimes, because she's getting so big and it gets exhausting sometimes. My husband, my mom, my mother-in-law, everybody, they have never told me anything bad about me breastfeeding. So you just want to make sure that everybody around you is on the same page and you just have that support with you. Next is trust your body. You want to trust your body. Listen to what it says. If you're not feeling good, if you're feeling sick, listen to your body. For example, if you're feeling symptoms of mastitis, you have to take care of that ASAP, because the symptoms are gonna get worse, and I've been there. You don't want to be hard on yourself. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, especially with the newborn, and you're trying to breastfeed and all of this is new to you. Just remember that this is a learning experience for both of you and your baby. And after that, it's not comparing yourself to other people. So you don't want to compare yourself or your baby to other women or babies, because you and your baby are completely different person. Of course, it's okay to get advice from other people, and because they either been through something similar that you're going through, but it's not okay to compare and kind of get frustrated because, you know, this baby latched on as soon as they were put on their mom's chest at the hospital, or, you know, why is this mom pumping so much milk and I'm not, you know? So you don't want to do that. You can look for advice and receive advice, but don't compare yourself to that person or to that baby. So another thing that really helped me was joining a Facebook breastfeeding group. These groups, they have to accept you. You kind of have to submit a request to be in the group. So it's kind of like a friend request, but it's a group. It's not just one person. It's like a whole group of women that are either trying to breastfeed or are breastfeeding. In this group, you have posts of a bunch of women, and they all have different situations that they're going through, and under those posts there's other women posting advice for them. So you can either go through the comments and kind of figure out what could work for you, or you could try different things from the advice. I don't know. That group really helped me. It helped me answer a lot of my questions, and it kind of helped me feel like I was having that interaction with other women, you know. An extra tip that is super important, I feel that it's super important, I don't know, to me it's just super important. Take pictures and videos. That baby is gonna grow up so super fast, and I have videos and pictures of my little girl when she was just super tiny, and I look back at them now and I'm just like, oh, it's so cute. But yes, take pictures. Okay, now we're gonna move on to my experience, just so you can have a little background of what I went through, and you can put two and two together. So my baby actually had a really hard time latching on at the hospital and at home. When they put her on me to have that skin on skin hour, the nurse came in, she tried to latch her on and she wasn't latching on. So then the lactation nurse came in and she tried latching her on too, and she just had her mouth open on my nipple, and that was it. Like, she wasn't sucking, she wasn't even trying, like she was just there. The nurse checked for tongue tied and she said she was fine, and she even tried putting her finger like with the glove in her mouth to see if she knew how to suck, and she did, but she was just not latching on. My milk didn't come in till the 3rd day after birth. So I had her Tuesday, I left the hospital Thursday evening, and by Friday around, I think it was like around 1 a.m. she woke up to feed, and as I was putting her on and I was like unclipping my bra, I felt my breast and it was like rock hard, and I was like, yep, my milk came in. My nipples cracked and I did get scabs on them for a while. They didn't bleed. I don't believe it was really that bad, because I have seen other women that their scabs are so bad and their nipples get so cracked that they bleed. But thankfully I didn't bleed through my nipples, so that was good. And that was about the first 2 to 3 weeks, just because your nipples like used to your baby eating. So by the 3rd month, I would say I started feeling a little bit more comfortable breastfeeding. I was like, okay, this is getting a little bit easier. By the 4th month, for sure, I was like, okay, like I'm good. Like, it really did get so much easier, I swear. Like the first month, like especially the first couple of weeks, I felt like it was like a whole event that I had to like go through every time that I would put her on. Like, I had to get my poppy pillow, I had to get pillows on my back, pillows on the side, I had to get my water, I had to get burping cloths, I had to get all this stuff together, and then have my husband put her on me. So I swear it does get so much easier. Now I just sit her there and I just like, bloop. So I still don't have a period. Obviously I haven't had a period since I got pregnant. But I still don't have a period till now. I do know that even if you don't have your period, you are still fertile. So I believe there's like a 95% chance that you won't get pregnant, but that 5% chance is still there, girl. So it's just like condoms, okay? That chance is still there. So don't trust your period. I mean, yeah, don't trust breastfeeding with not getting pregnant. Okay, so now I use regular bras. I don't depend on nursing bras anymore. Now I just use regular bras. But the thing is that I don't like padded bras. Like push-up bras, like those thick bras that have like that padding on the bottom, like I don't like them. They feel uncomfortable. Maybe because the ones that I have like from before, they don't fit like they used to, because my boobs did grow a little bit. So yes, no padded bras, but sport bras. Sport bras are like the easiest things, and they're super comfortable and they still fit. So so I got mastitis like a couple weeks ago, and I was 7.5 months in breastfeeding when I got it. Super painful. I got a super bad fever. I was throwing up. My boob was like, it was bad. I ended up going to the hospital because I noticed that it was starting to get red. It wasn't super red, but it was like a little shy color of red, like on my breast. So I decided to go to the hospital, and the doctor did tell me that the infection wasn't that bad. So I guess I was kind of lucky, but he just prescribed me antibiotics to get rid of that little infection that I had. Now we're gonna talk about my supply. I did purchase lactation cookies. I had seen a lot of good reviews about this brand that I got, but honestly, like personally, I don't think that they really worked. What did work and what I did see help my supply was staying hydrated. So you want to drink a lot of water, especially after you just gave birth. Your body is trying to recover from labor, and plus you're feeding your baby. So yeah, you just want to give that extra love to your body and take care of yourself, most importantly. Eating oatmeal really helped me too. That's one of the things that I saw that really actually increased my supply. So the way that I would eat oatmeal, because I would get bored of eating like just regular oatmeal like in the bowl. So what I would do is I would make smoothies, breakfast smoothies in the morning, and I would just throw raw oatmeal in there and just eat it like that. I didn't use an electric pump. The only time that I did use it was at the hospital, and that's because they provided it to me. And my lactation nurse, she kept on insisting to do it. Out all these 8 months, I haven't used an electric pump. Okay, cluster feeding. Cluster feeding definitely increased my supply when it had to be increased. Because that's what cluster feeding is. That's when the baby is like constantly eating, and it just tells your body to produce more milk because the baby keeps eating. So that's what increased my supply. Formula, I only supplemented with formula at the beginning, just because I felt like my supply was not regulated yet, and I felt like she was not like getting full with just my milk. So I did give her formula a couple of times, only just when she would take the bottle, because I would struggle so bad with her taking the bottle till now. So now I'm gonna talk about the products and the items that I used while I was breastfeeding. So the first thing is a nursing bra. I bought this nursing bra at Walmart. It's just a regular plain. It doesn't have padding or nothing. It's just a regular bra like this, and obviously it goes on like this, and so you just unclip it from here and you can just put it down and easy. This one was, I think it was like $8 or $9, I believe. So I think that it's pretty affordable. It's still in good condition till now, so I recommend it. Another thing that I got from Walmart as well was my nursing tank top. I can't find it. I probably threw it away, I'm not sure. But that one was around $10, I believe. I'm gonna insert a picture right now of the one that I got. That nursing tank top is the one that I took in my hospital bag, and that's what I put right after I showered at the hospital. And yeah, it made it super easy to nurse her. And it was super comfortable too, because you don't want to be wearing anything tight, and that one is like really loose from the bottom. So I don't know. The nipple butter that I used was the Earth Mama nipple butter, and that's the only one that worked for me. I really liked it, plus it smelled good. So that one was about $13. I'm gonna insert a picture as well because I don't have it anymore. And then I used this Boppy pillow. This is the one that I was gifted at my baby shower. So thanks, Rubicel. And it makes it super easy to breastfeed as well. I did forget to take this one to the hospital, so but yeah, you just wrap this like around you, and you can just put your baby here. Obviously I don't use it for breastfeeding anymore because she's super big. She doesn't even fit on here anymore. I use this for me. I use it as a pillow for myself. nursing pads. I use the brand Lancinon, or I think that's how you say it. I'm gonna insert a picture as well. Nursing pads, I use them, I believe, like the first month only. After the first month, I stopped leaking through, so I would just wear the bra itself. I didn't purchase a nursing cover. I don't have a nursing cover. I just use like a receiving blanket like this, and the way that I would use it is I would just get like a corner and I would just tuck it in the bra, like the bra strap itself, just like this, and just put it over her like that. And they're super thin and they're not that big, so I use this till now. Now it is a little bit harder because she pulls on it and sometimes she pops it off, but she was younger, she was tiny, so she really couldn't pull it off. So yeah, say hi. Okay, so now this is the last thing I'm gonna be talking about, and this is the pros and the cons. It's gonna seem like it's more cons than pros, but that's just the truth about it. And that's one of the things that I wanted this video to be. I just wanted it to be honest. And yes, so some of the cons is that she doesn't take a bottle. Obviously I did try like when she was younger, but she just wouldn't take it. Just as a pacifier as well, she wouldn't take the pacifier. And at the hospital, I remember the nurse tried giving it to her and she would act like she was gagging, like she was gonna throw up. So I don't know if it was a taste of it but she just didn't like it. But she does use me as a pacifier, so that's a con, I guess. So at night, that's how she goes to sleep, eating. So, and she does wake up throughout the night. She still wakes up about, I would say about 3 times a night. And I've read of breastfed babies that sleep through the night, but not her. So I guess that's a con, but I mean, they're only gonna be this little for so long, and to me, I really don't mind right now. So one of the biggest pros, and I say this in all, I say this with all honesty, like everybody talks about it and you're probably like, oh, here she goes talking about the bond. But the bond that you have with your baby is just like the best pro of breastfeeding that there is. To me, just being able to comfort her or make her feel better when she is not feeling so good. Maybe she's feeling uncomfortable at a certain place that we are, or maybe she just wants a snack. She just wants me, and me being able to give her that is just, I don't know, but yes. And of course the snuggles come with that, and you get a snuggly baby. Sometimes she likes to put her hand in my mouth while she's eating. Sometimes she likes to play with her foot and she's just like going at it. Sometimes she just lays there with me and we just snuggle together. But I mean, every baby is different. Another pro is that it's good for her. I mean, obviously her nutrition is important to me, and I'm giving her that. So yeah, you get a little chunky monkey. I mean, obviously not all babies are the same. Not all breastfed babies are like super chunky, but she is, so yes, mamas. Yeah, you're a chunky monkey. You're a chunky monkey, mama. You're a chunky monkey, mama. Oh, why are you mad? Jesus. Okay, so I think we are coming to the end of this video. I have my little notes here just because I wanted to make sure that I was talking about everything that I wanted to talk about. And I just went through this list really quickly. Hopefully this video was informative and helpful for you. Hopefully you could relate to me a little bit. Like I said, this is just my story. This is just my experience. Please don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare what you're going through to other people. Sometimes you just need a couple words of encouragement, and I want to be that person that maybe you run across this video and I just want to give those words of encouragement to you. So just remember, you are doing the best that you can. You are doing great, mama, and please don't give up if you are planning on breastfeeding. And trust me, it does get easier. You might hear this a lot, but it really does get easier. And you are not less of a mother if you decide to formula feed. As long as you love your baby and you are doing that the best that you can, that's all that matters, really. I do plan on making a video about postpartum overall, postpartum care, postpartum depression, what women go through, what I went through, and just give a little bit of my story about that as well. And maybe you might just relate to that as well. So keep a watch out for that coming soon. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful breastfeeding journey, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.